Hi, this is Carrie with Carrie Concealed and the Active Self-Protection Instructor Certification Program. And guess what? I'm leaving on a jet plane, but I know when I'm coming back. But hey, I don't know about you, but I've heard of a number of instructors that are national trainers, they travel the country training, that have had firearms stolen from their luggage that they checked. And that was concerning to me. So I was going to share with you a little bit about some of the things I do that I hope will help reduce the likelihood of that happening. We'll do that next.
Mountain Man Medical has name brand proven trauma medical supplies with a price match guarantee to ensure you get the right gear at the right price. Check them out at get-asp.com/mountainman.
All right, so we're going to talk about checked luggage. When I get to the counter, I set my bag up and I let the person helping me know that I have a important item to declare, and they usually figure that out pretty quick what it is. I try to avoid saying gun or firearm or something like that. If I do need to say it, I just say it somewhat quietly so I don't alarm anyone. And usually they have you put your bag up on the scale, and then they hand you a little card for you to sign. And here are some examples of some of the cards I've signed over the past 2 years or so. But typically it will have your name on it and your address and where you're going. And then it also has you sign on the back, and it's a declaration with a number of different things, and typically that your firearm's unloaded and yada, yada, yada. So it's kind of interesting, the things, but it varies a little bit from airline to airline. So what do I do to try to minimize the likelihood of somebody taking my firearm out of my checked luggage? Sometimes I travel with an actual gun case, a hard nano case that only my firearms and some other things are in there, but that whole entire thing is the firearm case. The trip I'm going to go on tomorrow, I'm actually going to be traveling with my firearm inside of my luggage, and I'll show you how I do that to kind of minimize the likelihood of it being taken. So I have my stuff here, and as you can see, I have one of these little cases. This one has a combination on it. I really like the combination for me personally, as opposed to having a key. I sometimes might forget where the key would be, and then I always worry, what if I lost the key or something happened? And so I worry about that a lot. So I like the combination so that I can just enter the combination. But when I get to the airport, they're going to ask me to open. Sometimes they ask me to open the case, sometimes they don't. But either way, just so you know, here's what it looks like. So I have my firearm in the case, but more importantly, what I do, I'm going to just set that there for a moment. What I do more importantly is I take this little cable that came with the lockbox and I run the cable underneath. So I unzip the suitcase. There's been a couple suitcases I've had to actually cut a little hole in the liner to be able to do this. But this right here is the handle, the ribbing for the handle that comes up. And so I run it underneath that and loop it through just like that. And then I zip it back up all neat and tidy again. And then I go ahead and put my little holder there, retainer, and then I close it back up, and there we have it, just like that. So, and don't forget to scramble your code. Not that that's ever happened to me before. But anyway, so could somebody cut this cable? They absolutely could cut it without question. The hope is that this would just slow them down. And in all the years that I've been traveling, so we're 11, almost 12 years, no, 12 years now that I've been traveling to take classes, I have not had a firearm stolen from my luggage. This luggage typically will come even with a firearm in it. Most airports, this comes out on the turnstile and I just pick it up. Some airports, they hold it back and they have you show ID. It's just different airports do different things. I've even had several times, actually the last time we had the active self-protection instructor cohort in South Dakota, my nano case that had firearms in it, so It wasn't inside of a suitcase. It was just a nano case, came out on the turnstile with all the regular luggage. So anyway, so that's what I do. And then I just throw the rest of my stuff in here and have it all ready to go. When I travel with ammunition, which is most of the time, you want to have it in a factory box, or you want to have it in a case like this that allows the ammunition to be stored separately or individually, so it's not all one big, loose pile. So that's what they prefer. And then I typically put that in the bottom of my luggage like that. And then one of the other things that's helped preserve my luggage a bit is to use a luggage strap, because this can weigh a bit much. I mean, this time I'm only traveling with 100 rounds just in case, and my defensive ammo, which isn't in here yet. But sometimes, I'm traveling with the max I can, 13 pounds of ammo for the airline I'm traveling on. So one of the things that's really helped with that is to use one of these luggage straps. And so I button everything up and zip it closed, and then I put a luggage strap around it. And I usually put a luggage strap around both ways, sideways and then long ways. And that really helps reduce the wear on the zippers. So I hope that helps you a little bit. And the next time you leave on a jet plane and travel with your firearm, hopefully that gives you some ideas. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.